What is missing from a vegan diet or a raw vegan diet? What are vegans not getting that standard eaters are getting? This is a debatable issue, but we do not need to worry about this. Everything that we need has been put here for us already. We cannot manufacture anything greater than that God has already given us, in which we need, right? So we can definitely meet our body's requirements through plant-based foods. all of all of the 13 essential vitamins, 4 fat soluble, the other 9 water soluble, are in plant-based foods, fruits and vegetables. All minerals that we need, magnesium, phosphate, calcium, everything else is in plant-based foods. Now there's 3,000 minerals, but the ones essential to humans are in the human foods. So what are the human foods, right? What has the minerals that we need, right? Fruits, greens, leafy greens, dark leafy greens, vegetables, you know, some nuts, seeds, if you will. So all of these foods have everything we need, including the 13 amino acids, or the 11 amino acids, sorry, that the body must acquire from food, especially the two chain of fatty acids, right? Alpha and linoleic acid, right? Which are omega-3, omega-6. So all of these things are in the food for humans, you know. A horse eating grass doesn't have to worry about getting this or that. So it's not any different for human beings. We're just a species, just like any other species. So if we eat the foods that are designed for us to eat, we will feel good, and you will notice that right away, you know. Wake up in the morning, drink water, wait 15 minutes, have a meal of fruit, see how you feel. Make sure it's ripe, make sure it's good quality, see how you feel. I guarantee you'll feel good. You'll feel like, whoa, you know, I'm here, I'm alive. We're meant to feel that way, you know. I've been on a different vegan diet before, and nothing really compares to fruit. Because it is essentially the human food. One of my great mentors, or persons who I look up to in the vegan world, is Dr. Robert Morse, who is a huge advocate of eating melons, berries, and these types of things, and how it allows our body to heal and regenerate, right? Because when we eat the foods that we're meant to be eating, our body can do what it needs to do. So why wait till the last minute? You know, why wait till you're sick, and why wait till you're overweight, or why wait till you're in your 40s, 50s, and your health is, you know, not getting any better? You know, if we start now, we're going to be far better off than starting later in our life. So if you want to start a raw food diet, check out some of my previous videos. I talk a lot about on how to get started. I throw in some recipes there. It's very actually easy. And what I've noticed is that it makes my life a lot easier, that I don't have to really kill myself to make all these complicated dishes like I was doing before, which was fun, you know. I like to make the, Dr. Furman's dishes and all those, fancy smancy vegan cuisine. But at this point, and how I've been doing so for 4 years now, is I've been eating mostly fruit, organic fruits. Also, I do green smoothies. You know, I supplement with B12, and I use potassium iodine supplement as well. And that's pretty much all there is to it for me. When I get good quality fruit, like grown organically, you know, not the store bought and stuff, I mean from an actual grower, I feel much better. I feel like there's just something clicks for me. Something just happens within my body and says, wow, this is just so right, and it feels so good. No other way of eating compares to it. I grew up eating standard food, and I'll tell you, I feel better now than when I did when I was in high school. I'm 28 years old, and in high school, I didn't feel like I do now, and that's just incredible. And that's all because of, the food. There's a book I read, it's called Gut Psychology, Disorder, and Syndromes. And it goes all into ADD, ADHD, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression. And it's incredible how everything health related is really affiliated with our gut. So, you know, read Brain Damage, read that one too by Doug Graham, read 80-10-10, read Quantum Eating, and read Pleasure Trap, and you will experience amazing levels of health and vitality. The only thing that you would need to supplement is B12, and that's all I supplement with. And I find that I don't need to worry about getting this or that. God has already made it so good for us, and we don't realize that. And we're so caught up, like, just in the media and the propaganda and all that, that it's scary. It's scary when people attack me or, tell me what I'm doing is wrong, and they point their fingers at me, ridiculing me. So, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and shine bright like the lighthouse, right? I feel that maybe one day this world will get there where we can all live in peace and harmony, where, everybody's healthy and happy. Imagine what the world would be like if, people were healthy and happy. Everybody is burnt out in their 30s, in their 40s, that's it. They feel like, oh, I'm 50, I made it to 50. It's like, wow, we're meant to live to 100. Human beings are the most amazing species. We have the most responsibility, but yet we're not doing our part. So, I do what I can when I can. So, yeah, I like to grow fruit trees. I'm really into that. And I hope to one day be able to sustain myself on my own piece of land, because you can live this way. You can be totally healthy and thrive, So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing more videos soon. Much love. Peace.